go straight to winners finals.
Might as well see who's going to be sat in grand finals as the rest of the bracket plays out. We have CurryGovernor and Lyto sat down to see who will be fighting for the chance to be crowned King of the Hill. I am Hoppunks, joined by my commentary compatriot Tim of the Toaster, as we see Brawler and Crom, a set we saw most recently at touch base number 35 at Newcastle. Instead, it's seen again at King of the Hill. CurryGovernor did switch into Cloud for this scenario at the weekly. Let's see if it's going to be true again, as we see quite a bit of percent tacked on, but Lyto answering straight back, wanting the Nair to stunt Crom off stage. Every Crom naysayer in the building will tell you that it is Crom's offstage that is so exploitable, and Lyto has equipped the shot put to make sure that he takes full advantage without having to go and challenge, not breaking the armor but getting back to stage.
Yeah, I almost wonder if there's some regret on the shot put. The moment you got a point blank hit on CurryGovernor's head and he just recovered anyway with that super armor. But Lyto as a person is a strong believer in fake hype surrounding moves that have been gathering a lot of attention in Smash. That's a good back air to get the kill on CurryGovernor, but if anyone in this room is a flashing Mac Punch doubter, I expect it's probably Lyto, because some of the ones that Kid and Achilles have been using to great success in tournaments were definitely avoidable. Lyto's not a big risk taker, generally speaking. CurryGovernor is willing to take a few risks every now and again, but when you've got jab back air, you often don't need to.
Absolutely, the Overlord holding forward, wants to secure things with a jab back air, gets a flip kick for his troubles here as Lyto it looks to get more extra credit and extend this lead, going for a rapid jab to send Crom off stage and just waiting for the roll to get away from ledge. Crom does not want to be there, but also does not want Lyto to stay on stage, landing out, falling up air to take stop one.
Yeah, me, Brawler, you have to know, ultimately, through probably years and years of practicing a character like that, exactly when your combos are going to be true. Otherwise, your opponent can mash out of disadvantage, and if your combo isn't true, they will hit you first. So CurryGovernor, you either swing or you die, so you might as well take the swing just in case it works. And the up air doesn't often kill from Crom, at least from that low down, but it is allowing him to sneak back into this. Lyto currently has a healthy percentage lead, but one of the main win conditions against Crom is to kill him at any percent. So you've allowed him to reach regular character kill percents. Now you've got to treat him on fair ground.
Wanting a bounce of that shot put to defeat CurryGovernor there, but unable to take the stock in the time that Lyto is after. The up B confirms will now be out of percentage range. It's got to be a raw hit or an air off stage to unseen. Oh, sending the wrong way. Really unfortunate there, but now you're at ledge versus CurryGovernor, able to get back off because the Cloud back air, as we commented on before, is completely absent with this character. Crom has a lot of options, but a back air of that caliber is not one of them. Instead, you've got that jab to try and set something up, but Lyto just answering back with a dash attack, and an F throw is going to send Crom off the stage.
It sure is. So, again, that's what we were saying. We're currently treating Crom like a regular member of the cast, killing him at normal percents with stuff that would work on any character. But maybe for this final stop, we can see Crom get gimped out of the stratosphere potentially. But when your only big disjoint is the shot put that can be armored through, it does feel like Crom's getting a bit more normalized in this type of matchup. So CurryGovernor getting more comfortable with it, does take Lyto's second stock, and now we're fairly even.
Swing in with that neutral air. It's another suplex looking to repeat. Here is Lyto getting it up B to punish a hit on shield here. Things are looking pretty even here as CurryGovernor is 0.5% away from equalizing completely. Wants an air, wants a jab, wants something to set up a ginormous hit. Gets a soaring slash. No drag off stage, and waiting for Lyto to do the kick part of flip kick before trying to re-establish a neutral and go for that jab again.
There's an up B, catching CurryGovernor on the way down. When you see a character like Roy, you often will see attempts at the falling up air to try and get the back hit, because it can set up into a back air or other move. But with Crom, it will just kind of send you up and has less true follow-ups than Roy's would. So that's why Lyto is able to live on and also got the punish for that particular one. But jab, excellent drift away. But that one's going to be punishable, but CurryGovernor missed on the swing.
Just not quite there. The execution, the jab back air will secure it. An uphill climb for CurryGovernor there, but able to clutch it out after whiffing a punish on the up B of me brawler. But Lyto, if you think about it, only didn't have a more dominant lead because the neutral air offstage sent the wrong way. If that had sent the way Lyto wanted, we would have been looking at a much different game in which Lyto didn't have to try and go in to keep up with Crom, could have just kept him out.
And it's another interesting scenario because in this modern era of Mii Brawlers running Flashing Mach Punch a lot, that's typically the move they'll opt for in that situation. See, a little different, that was a rising Nair, whereas FMP would stall your momentum, but usually we saw Achilles in the previous set run off and go press neutral B, but Lyto had to go for the Nair and it just didn't work. But nice early lead for Lyto again.
Jab into the down tilt, not finding much more than that, but finding Lyto offstage once a down air to punish the thrust uppercut recovery, and instead of what we would expect, it's CurryGovernor who was taking Lyto high in the sky, dodging another suplex and reading a roll, but Lyto will not bite. Lyto staying composed, and the down air sends up.
Again, Cloud main central. Cloud would have easily killed in that scenario, but the down air of Roying from just not as good, and the game continues. The shot put also sent to the right, potentially by mistake, but again, the Nair of Mii Brawler, such a safe attack. I don't blame Lyto for trying it, but ultimately when you do have that recovery, you've got to be careful with how far off stage you're committing to those rising and falling Nairs, or you might just not make it back, like we saw in that scenario. Instead, we see the Nair kill at ledge, catching CurryGovernor's jump.
Keeping composed, here is Lyto wanting to bust up with Brawler. Beautiful side B. We've seen this only miss once, and there it's tacking on 70%. Speak of it in the challenge here, the commentator's curve brings down another suplex, which Lyto does not land, but sends Crom back off stage. Soaring slash is there, but Lyto able to just move around it and go for a rapid jab to send Crom back off stage. CurryGovernor forced to air dodge and mix up the recovery there, but unable to get out of the corner. The leg of Brawler just keeping him there. Another suplex, repeating the successes that we've seen it land. A 20% addition to CurryGovernor's number is seen. A back air as well, unafraid of the disjoint there, just swinging through it, and wants to land something big to finish off CurryGovernor. It's the dancing blade, though, that sends Lyto off stage.
Yeah, Lyto has put a huge emphasis on playing this game as safely as possible, though. For example, we haven't seen any smash attack usage from Lyto in this game at all, and in the whole set, rather, and I cannot blame Lyto for that, because they can all just break down that wall of safety that you are building up. And when you have a roll in towards you cleanly in exactly the spot you were waiting, yeah, you can pop the up B button, and ooh, shall have a suplex waiting for you when you come back down as well.
Nice addition of 17%. Such a patient punish to catch the roll from ledge. Crom, you don't want to be in that situation anymore. You just want to be off of that ledge scenario. Finding a jab into back air, though, when Lyto puts himself in a corner. Going straight back at it, though, just with a dash into a back air and a neutral air to push CurryGovernor off stage. Lyto ready to just catch Crom on the jump, just keeping CurryGovernor at ledge, which CurryGovernor is used to trapping folk at ledge with an arsenal of back airs, but it's Crom who is finding himself in a difficult situation. Down throw into jab, wants a net to follow up, doesn't find it. Lyto is a couple of big hits away, but CurryGovernor wants a few of his own, wants a fourth up air to follow up the successive three. It's the falling hitbox of forward to send Lyto out, but Lyto rolling in. CurryGovernor not quite ready to chase the reverse up air into the back air. It's going to tag on 1%. The flip kick's going to send CurryGovernor back over the other side of the stage.
Yeah, I really respect the use of the kick, because Curry was getting in place to forward air at the end of that feint jump, but Lyto just kind of knew, oh, oops, I've left myself an avenue to get hit here. Let me be one step ahead and keep the hits coming. This is just about a lead for Lyto, but it feels like with something like a jab back air, Crom feels a little more likely to get the kill at the moment, as long as you can recover from this scenario. The shot put getting sent back for a moment there. It doesn't have a hitbox that can hit Mii Brawler, so it wouldn't have mattered if the hitboxes overlapped, but it certainly matters if you can land that back air. Not quite sure how Lyto was able to die from that one. Either some bad DI or maybe popped the feint jump to try and recover a little more quickly, which shifted the hitbox into the side. But either way, you just got to own your mistakes sometimes and see if you can do it on the third attempt.
An unfortunate SD and potentially some very unfavourable DI there is what gave us this game 3 here. Lyto has looked to be in control of every game so far, but it's CurryGovernor finding those moments to take advantage and just push that little bit further on. Once Lyto at Legend gets it this time, faking the jump and a lovely reversal there into a back air to continue this assault. CurryGovernor is preying upon the lack of a disjoint the Brawler has, but Lyto straight back into it, getting that side B to grab straight away, going on platform, but CurryGovernor unafraid, jumping and falling so fast with that down air to make sure that Lyto is not able to get any more advantage. Wants a down air to spike, but doesn't land it. Instead, it's the back air to send Lyto back off stage. It's a complete reverse of what we saw last game, Tail of the Toaster.
Oh, and using the armor of the Soaring Slash as well, that Nair absolutely would have KO'd CurryGovernor if he was not in those heavy armor and super armor frames. Down air as well, probably would have killed with many other characters, but Crom's down air so situational. Eventually the back air will do it instead, but CurryGovernor, it feels like he's being punished for even attempting to spike opponents. He's a bit of a hype god. He wants to send people down to that bottom blast zone, but Crom just doesn't fancy it. Oh, but he might be able to do it with Soaring Slash. That's one of the more reliable spiking options. CurryGovernor ultimately said, I don't need to throw away this stock. I can extend my lead further. Certainly the option was there. If you did pop up B, it probably would have got the kill on both of you, but Curry is in no position to give it up for free.
Lyto reading the option that time, rolling differently, but not teching anywhere, choosing to do it in place. Once a Soaring Slash, but sending in the shot put to secure the return to stage there. Lyto landing in there, wanting a tech chase, but not finding anything off it quite yet. Instead, trying to stay safe while the deficit mounts. Back throw for Crom. Wants a Nair and lands it that time though, and managing to just get back there is CurryGovernor. Lyto thought he had it, but Curry said no. A big F tilt to secure a 3-stock-to-1 advantage, which Lyto undoes with a back air, but you are one Soaring Slash drag away from being dragged not just down off the stage, but down into losers. CurryGovernor wants to keep pressing with the sword, but Lyto wants to throw hands instead.
Yeah, to see this go on the record as a 3-0 would be a great shame for Lyto, because it's been so close all the way through. This is perhaps the least close one, but it might catch up if you were able to convert that up B off the top. Again, Lyto, we haven't really seen any sort of ladders towards the top. This is not Achilles, who focuses and specializes in the character and has learned all of that. Lyto is just playing Mii Brawler more and more as time goes on, because it's a character that naturally clicks and loves the safety of that neutral air. It's not necessarily practiced on the combo routes, but he'll probably get there. Could even see one come out over the course of this set if we see the confidence grow. For now, only going to be a forward throw. That was, you could have potentially done something like a Mii Brawler down smash to punish that get-up attack, but Lyto was a little bit slow on the trigger. Nair does it, but you know what? The techs are even better from CurryGovernor. He's so back. Will die to the Thruffer in the end. Can you mount a big comeback, Lyto?
Lyto wants to keep center stage, but is sent into the sky instead. You cannot afford to be doing anything at the ledge, especially if you're going to faint jump like that. An unfortunate SD, and this set does go down as a 3-0 to CurryGovernor's Crom, which Lyto was able to unsee at our touch base weekly. But crucially, as you said, that was never far from Lyto's control. Lyto had that advantage state locked down so well for a lot of it. It's just Curry got those big reads in those big moments, and it led to a big win.
I do wonder what that feint jump was supposed to be, whether Lyto just wanted to do it to the right instead of the left, or maybe there was a different special that Lyto was trying to do, maybe some kind of falling shot put. But ultimately, yeah, very awkward final stocks taken from Lyto there. Often not specifically CurryGovernor's own kill.
Not quite.
The second one, the game 2 technically was CurryGovernor's kill, but it was more on Lyto for managing to die from it. But that was still a really good effort coming out there. Cody doing some event photography for us. But
big smiles,
yeah,
big smiles all around.
I think there's a lot of potential in the Lyto Mii Brawler if it continues to click with Lyto personality-wise, because we could see the learning of the Thrupper routes off the top. We could see some experimentation with flashing Mach Punch. We could see some costumes